Welcome back, everybody. It's Friday night, and you know what that means. It is the Nerdcore Live Show number 338. As always, is your nerdy Chicano here to host the show alongside my wonderful co-host, Mr. Chillzone, aka Keyon. What's good, bro?
Yo, what's going on? It's been a while since I've been on the show. But y'all were not going to, what I'm saying? You were not going to do this review without me. And I told you that since day one when this got announced. When this review finally comes, you're not doing it without me. So,
Damn straight. And you might be asking what review you're talking about. Well, today we're here to discuss Avatar The Last Airbender Season 1 from Netflix. And yeah, with everything that entails, correct? But yeah, man, Keon's here for the first time in a long time. And I'm really happy because I love having Keon on. But I knew that this is not going to happen without Keon. And he said, hey, Raul, are you going to be doing reviews for it? And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna be doing like a season review, but I won't be doing an episodic review, but I'll be doing a season review. But Brad was gonna watch it, but they was kind of like, I don't know, maybe I will, maybe I won't. And then Keon saved the day. He's like, dude, I'm gonna do it. Like, let's do the review. So I'm like, fuck it. And here we are now. Keon, what's up,
yep.
man? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right. It was man, I got sick. So I went out of town Friday, last Friday. Or no, I went out of town. Yeah, it was Friday. I went out of town Friday, got back Sunday night, and then realized that I had got sick on Monday morning. So I had to push myself to watch this show in time for the night. Um which is unfortunate because me being sick kind of really ooh. You know how sometimes when you're sick you feel like, there's brain fog. I feel like I was able to think more clearly about this show than I ever have on it. So, you know, with that being, I'm doing fantastic. Been taking meds, so I'm feeling better. Like I'm not as stuffy, but
yeah,
I'm doing better.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, bro. It's been quite the week here. It felt like a long week, man, and I'm glad this is finally done. Today we're doing The Last Airbender, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then tomorrow we're doing episodes 1 and 2 of Shogun on the live show,
Okay.
and then Sunday night I'm watching AEW Revolution here on live on the channel as well. So it's gonna be a packed week, but on Monday I'm gonna go see Dune 2. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, enjoy. Are
Yes.
you gonna enjoy your worm popcorn?
Hell yeah, bud. I got my fucking bucket. Yes, sir. Yeah, I don't have it with me. It's in the other room, but yeah, it's in the living room. Yeah.
I see the thing is, like, as far as that is concerned, I haven't seen appropriate comments surrounding that.
That bucket.
Yeah. I haven't seen appropriate comments surrounding that popcorn bucket. I would just say
Man.
that.
Hey, man. All's fair in loving. What's it called? Loving popcorn. Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah, you definitely loving some popcorn.
Yeah, bro.
That's for sure.
So loving popcorn, bro. We're gonna get some loving in there.
God.
But no, I was actually sick last week.
I was
sick yeah, I was dying, bro.
Sick, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited, bro. I'm gonna take my popcorn bucket.
Enjoy.
Yeah, man. Gonna see if anybody wants to have a session or two.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And
Eating popcorn, you fucking dirty motherfucker.
That's for moving.
Yeah, we're gonna be a session of eating popcorn, bro.
Yeah, eating popcorn.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh my god. We can only delay the inevitable so much, right, Keon?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. So
only so much yapping we could do.
I do not want to be here for more than 30 minutes. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I don't think that I can go as long as about for this show, and we'll see what's up. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing started,
Yeah,
guys.
no.
Yeah. So if you have not watched season one of Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, or you've already seen the season, go ahead and stay. Either way, how any of that goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you could tell, Keon, I had to very much specify in the title here which one we're talking about because we're not talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender from 2005.
Yep.
We're talking about 2024. It's a very different series. This is a live action series. I'm gonna go ahead and read a little bit of stuff here from IMDb. So
As you should.
yes, sir. So, Avatar: Last Airbender, a young boy known as the Avatar must master the four elemental powers to save the world and fight against an enemy bent on stopping him. Created by Albert Kim, who is last worked on Sleepy Hollow from 2014 to 2017, Nikita as a producer, and Pantheon. Anything else that I'm going to recognize? No, that's it. Other than like executive producing at ESPN Hollywood in this show. But yeah. And of course, it stars Gordon Cormier as Ong. That's right. Yeah, you thought so,
This
huh?
guy.
As
This guy.
Aang.
This
As
guy.
Aang. Huan Tio as Katara. Ian Osley as Ahsoka. Dallas Liu as Prince Zuko. Paul's son Hyung Lee as Uncle Iroh. Daniel Day Kim as Fire Lord Ozai. And of course, Ken Lung as Commander Zhao. And other people like Elizabeth Yu, who plays Azula, and a lot of other people like Amber Mid Thunder from Prey, who plays Princess Yue. And yeah, really big ensemble cast here, guys. And I believe, what are the original creators credited as? Yeah. Wow, this is crazy. Okay, so Michael Dante DiMartino and Albert Kim, not Albert Kim, I'm sorry. Brian
Let's go.
Nitzko are credited, of course, as based on the animated series by, right? But they have a story by credit, a teleplay credit for one episode. And I'll find out which one that is, right? But Nitzko also has another one for teleplay, and but yeah, they both share a story by credit. But
Okay.
yeah, man, and who shot this? Let's get some of that in here too. I want to go ahead and get that out of the way before we get into any of the other stuff. Music is done by Takeshi Furukawa, who has done the series, the music part. He was working on the music department for Star Wars, the Clone Wars. He did the composing. He composed the music for the Last Guardian video game, and yeah, it looks like his Star Wars: The Clone Wars is his most name. What's it called? His most well-known composition. All right, and then of course, cinematography is done by 4 episodes are done by Michael Balfe. Goy does 2 episodes, and the other 2 episodes are done by Stuart Whelan. Yeah, and that's as much as I can get in here for other stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and completely let Keon take this one first because this is his baby, and this is the what's it called, the show that Keon loves a lot. I grew up with this show as well, but I do not love it in the way that Keon loves it. So, Keon, what are your initial thoughts on Avatar: The Last Airbender?
You know, as far as the show as a whole is concerned, you can definitely tell that the original writers left. You can most certainly tell that the original writers left because there are some changes. How do I put this? Ill advised that probably more than likely were ill-advised, and that's why they left, because Netflix was like, "Oh, we're gonna do this our way. If you don't like it, you can leave." And they're like, "Okay, see ya." Like, so you can definitely tell the original creators left. I will say, for me personally, the second half, and by that I mean like episode 5 onward, were better than the first half. And that's not really saying much. But also, I will say that this show is not as bad as whatever the hell
M Night.
M. Night produced. And listen, you can go probably find a clip of me saying it, but I said all you have to do in order to make this show better than M. Night's movie is pronounce Aang's name right. That is the first thing that you could do to make this better, and they did that. So it's automatically better. With that being said, it wasn't hard to make something better than that. It really wasn't. I will say, some of the CGI is wonky. It's very wonky, very weird looking. With that also being said, there's a reason why some things translate better animated than live action. And like I said, when this was announced, not everything has to be live action. Like, genuinely. Because we run into this problem where CGI, like, we're not built to, like, we weren't built to, I don't know, like, do the things that they're doing in this show. So the CGI that they create just looks weird. Some of it just looks weird. The water doesn't look impactful whatsoever. Like, it just looks like you're getting splashed. Like, how does that affect anyone? Like, genuinely. Besides, like, maybe 1 or 2 scenes in the show. Like, you're just, it's like, you know, I don't know. By the way, this is season 1. Season 1 was water. Aang doesn't learn waterbending.
Yeah. So
What?
I'm sorry, Keyon.
No, I'm just pointing that out. That this is season 1 where Aang is supposed to learn waterbending. Besides maybe 1 or 2 scenes, where the fuck does he learn? Where does he learn waterbending? Where? He doesn't. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, but go ahead, bro.
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get some of the stuff that I like the most out of the way. I love the dynamic between the cast. I think the cast works really well with each other. I think they have a really good chemistry with each other. I don't necessarily think that the script is really strong with them, and sometimes I think how some lines are read come off as bit like, they just don't come out as natural as they would feel like in the animated show, where the voice acting really lends to these characters. I like the visual effects. I think they're miles beyond better than the last Airbender's special effects from M Night.
Like I said, anything is better than that.
Yeah.
I would definitely say the CGI is definitely better than that movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
it's not even close.
I really like the music. I think the music is really good too. And I like that they took a choice that I know they didn't really do much of in the animated show, and that was giving Zuko a little bit more backstory with the 41st Division. I thought that was really good, and I thought that was really smart, because Zuko doesn't just come off as this guy who was being, treated like shit by his dad. So now he wants to prove him right. Because Zuko kind of feels like this character who is a good person, and he cares about the people around him. He's just kind of blinded by this necessity to want to make his dad look good. I mean, to be good in front of his dad. So I really like that that choice, but I could not agree any less with Keyon here. I could not. Well, hold on. Did I say that correctly? Could not agree any less.
You can disagree
Uh,
or
I could not disagree any less
anymore. Anymore.
anymore with Keyon
Yeah.
here. Agree anymore. Could not agree anymore with Keyon. This series is so unbalanced. Episodes 1 through 4, for episodes that are like 50 minutes, like 40 to 50 minutes long, I feel like I'm watching 20-minute episodes. They feel very rushed. Some of the story beats just don't feel as impactful as they should. And then we get to the middle point, 5 on onwards, and I'm like, where the hell was this series before?
Exactly.
Because episode 5 through 8, and I'm not saying that episode 5 through 8 is perfect, but it's a major improvement over 1 through 4. But
Absolutely.
5 through 8, I feel is a stronger series than 1 through 4, and I almost feel as it's a completely different series from 1 through 4. I don't like the idea of, like, you know, Aang feeling like, what I loved about the animated series is like these adventures that these kids go on, which strengthens the bond. And in this season, it feels like they're very much like, we have a direct path to go. We need to go through that path. And if we stray apart from it, we feel like we're going to lose our viewer. And instead, you're already losing the viewer, like really rushing this. And that's like, dude, you have more than enough time, Keyon, in these episodes to build a very coherent storyline. And it just doesn't feel that way for me.
I agree definitely. Like I said, because I messaged you. I was like, the second half feels so much more
It's concise.
impactful.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even tell you. I was watching it and I was like, okay, like what happened? Like who came on to write this? Because it was so much more, I don't know, like what you said, it was a lot more impactful in the second half than the first. And like another thing, I definitely do, I really do like the cast. I think pretty much everyone is doing a fantastic job, especially the kid, the guy who plays Aang, and Zuko. Both of them are doing a phenomenal job. I will definitely say, Katara, I'm not sure. I'm a bit iffy on how I feel about Katara's character, because you remember in the show, like in the anime, and the one thing I tried not to do was compare it to the animated, but it's like, how can you do that when that's what it's based off of? Main thing.
And I feel like, Keyon, everybody was saying like, oh, the people are not liking it because they wanted a straight adaptation of the animated show, and it's like, that was never going to be it. The minute
Of course.
that the original creators walked out and stepped down, this show was not going to have the same feeling that the animated show had.
Exactly.
But the thing that you do with these shows is that you take the idea and the feeling of the original and you reinvent it through this live action, and you add something different to it. You add something that really makes you like say, well, I didn't feel that in the animated show. And they just lose that, bro. They don't, and it makes me feel really sad to say this, but I agree with First Cut. This feels soulless. It feels lifeless. It feels like a hollow copy of the animated show.
That was another thing, was like, if they hadn't have taken, this is just, it takes itself way too serious, because the point of the very first season, especially in the very beginning, was that these are kids. they're kids. They're gonna want to do kid things, like ain't wanting to go penguin sledding. Like they weren't doing anything like that a normal kid would do. Like they went straight to, we have to save the. That's literally what the entire show has been thus far. Like there has been no, like you said, no adventures that they went on. Like none of that. It's just been serious this whole time, and there has been like some, quippy, but that's another thing. They don't even like. They don't even have any kind of like humor, really.
No.
I feel like a lot of the humor, to me personally, falls flat. Like
Yeah.
very, very flat. Um, and also like I said, I like Zuko. I like what they did with showing more of his backstory
Yeah.
and showing I like Azula. I definitely like Azula, especially because they're showing the relationship. Because in the animated show, we never got to see like the relationship between Azula and Ozai. Like
No.
besides like the end, like in book 3, like at the tail end of book 3. But we're getting to see more of that, and we're getting to see like the mental effects that it has on Azula. Like Ozai was damn near like mentally abusing her. Yeah, he was abusive.
Yeah.
And so I like that they're showing that. But okay, I will have to say, I'm a huge fan of Avatar Kyoshi. Now, a lot of people are upset, which rightfully so, because I feel like there is not a lot of. Well, no, we barely get to see Roku, and I love Avatar Roku.
Yeah.
But
Avatar Roku is the fire or the water one? It's the water one, right?
He's fire.
Fire, yeah.
Yeah, Roku. Uruk is the water one.
Uruk, yeah.
Yeah, Avatar Kuruk, yeah.
Kuruk,
But Kyoshi, bro, I had a good chuckle when she was like, "If you neglect your responsibilities again," and I forget what it was after that, but she basically told him she was gonna beat his ass. That was hilarious. That was so hilarious to me. They got her height right, because that's a big ass woman. She is massive. So that was good.
And the series has these things that like, oh, they get this really right. Oh, these are really good improvements over the animated show. Like, oh, you're doing something really cool. Like to me, like I really like that season finale. I love that Yue gives herself up.
Yes.
I love that Aang, goes into the spirit of the what's it called with the big thing. Like I can't remember the name of it.
The moon spirit.
I love water spirit. I love that, and I love Sokka's journey throughout throughout this season, and but there's just parts where it's like, okay, guys, we're kind of meandering a little bit here, and we're not pushing forward. But this feels very rushed to where it's like, okay, we're kind of like, it feels kind of repetitive, but this is being rushed so fast that I don't even have a time to let some of these moments breathe, if you know what I mean.
So what would you say is a moment in particular where that, or are you talking about like in the finale specifically? I mean,
no. I'm talking about specifically the first 4 episodes, because I think in the final 5 through 8, where in that 5 through 8, I think that's where we really get to sit with Aang's feelings about being the Avatar and feeling like he's like letting people down, and he feels like he's not enough. Whereas in 1 through 4, they're trying to like introduce that, but as fast as they bring it up, they take it away like that. And like, oh no, we need to wrap this up. Like, we need to finish this thing up with the guy from the Earth Kingdom. Like, oh no, what's it called? We have to get from here. Or we have to do that. Like it's just, it's really rushed, and you're not letting like these very impactful moments that on paper feel very impactful. They should feel impactful. They don't necessarily translate that way in this season.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, like you did say, there are moments where it's like, okay, they did this really well. Like for instance, when Azula lied to all like those, and those people that were like the resistance, they were like, okay, we need to kill Ozai, and
Yeah,
she betrayed them. And when they found out it was Azula and Ozai set them all on fire, that shot where it pans in to Azula, meanwhile they're I ain't gonna lie, putting that in the trailer is crazy. Because now that we know the context behind that, that is crazy. She was watching that entire group of villagers getting burned alive. That hit me because I was like, oh, so she's really about that.
yeah,
Like her, I definitely like. The thing is okay. I can appreciate the mature tone that they went with, like actually showing people get fucking burned alive and
yeah.
things of that nature. But
And
sometimes I feel it's done a little what's the word?
in your face,
Yeah.
it's like kind of like, guys, this isn't a child's show anymore. This isn't a children's show
Right.
anymore, right? Like, oh my god,
Exactly.
like this is not a children's show. Like,
Exactly.
it's like, okay, I get
It's
it.
like I understand.
I
get it.
understand. I'm kind of 50-50 on the choreography. There's moments where, okay, this is awesome. Like, it looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also moments where it kind of feels awkward. Um, and that's not necessarily like the what's it called, the training, well, the battle with the Northern Water Tribe Master in Katara doesn't
Oh
feel,
yeah.
it feels awkward for a reason. I mean, that's a, she's not really that, what's it called, well versed yet.
Mm-hmm.
But like then in the final episodes, Katara versus Zuko feels very awkward. Like
It does.
it doesn't work. Like it's like, but then there's really cool stuff like the fight with Aang and the Earth Kingdom guy, which I thought was
Yeah,
pretty
Boomy.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
Boomy.
that was
It's pretty cool. So like I'm kind of like really split when it comes to the choreography. Now, way better than what M Night gave us. They don't have to go like, they don't have to hit the ground.
boy. Okay, one thing that you just reminded me of something. One thing that I won't say I dislike, but I wish they would do more of, and that's why I appreciate like Zuko's actor, because he does really well at it. They kind of treat bending as magic instead of it being like an extension of martial arts. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Like it's more, I don't really know how to explain it, but that's basically what it is. They treat it like magic instead of an extension of martial arts. And I kind of wish that they kind of reeled into that a little bit more, because or maybe it's just me. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Um,
I love the actor for Uncle Iroh. I think he does great.
he
I
does
love
great.
it.
He
Yeah,
does.
I know him as Mr. Kim from Kim's Convenience. He's great. Daniel Day Kim is absolutely scary as Ozai, as he should.
Yeah.
But Keyon, I don't know what this second season looks like because we're already teasing Sozin's comet at the end. And I'm like, whoa. I was like, I do
We don't
not
find out about
remember.
Sozin's comment.
What's up?
We don't find out about Sozin's comment until like the end of the second season.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh my God, we're about to move even faster, right? Like, this is like, my biggest fear, as much as I love Toph, Keon, I thought we were gonna freaking introduce Toph in this season. As with the speed that this show was moving, I literally thought like, I'm gonna see Toph at the end. Am I? I'm gonna see Toph. Um, but no, thankfully not.
No,
Thankfully not.
thankfully not.
Yeah. But it's just like
Um,
it was one of my big worries because I'm like, this show is moving so freaking fast, and I'm like, I'm fully expecting now. I'm like, I'm gonna get Toph at the end. That's what's gonna happen. What's it called?
mhm.
Or they're gonna like be like a tease for Toph saying like, what's it called? There's a very strong Earthbender in the Earth Kingdom or something like that. And I was like, ah, okay, here we go, here we go. But
Surprisingly though, because the Siege of the North actually is the ending of book one, so they
mhm.
did end like appropriately. It's just it felt it just felt rushed.
It's
You
just the
know,
journey to that
yeah,
moment.
yeah, it felt very rushed. But the Siege of the North is actually where they end book one.
Yeah.
So, but with that being said, though, I'm gonna need y'all out there to actually go watch this show because I don't want it to end here and us not get the chance, which it looks like the way that it's been going, we're gonna get book two and all.
Yeah,
So,
I highly doubt that we don't get book two, bro.
yeah, I'm definitely expecting. So I just want to see Toph, because once Toph is introduced, I feel like Toph is such a great addition. I would just say
Yeah.
that it it adds like it adds more character to the cast.
Yeah.
And one thing I hope with the just based off like how this show has been as far as like the humor is concerned, I hope that they keep the blind jokes. If there are no blind jokes,
I'll be pissed. I ain't going to be pissed. I'm going to be pissed.
I'm actually gonna be upset.
Yeah.
Because those jokes, no matter how many times you watch the show, they hit every time. Every single time.
1000 fucking percent. That's why I love Toph. And that's why I love Toph as a
Same.
character. It's like
Same.
it's funny, but it's also like it's very indicative of who Toph is. And
Exactly. Because you as the audience sometimes forget that Toph is blind. Because it's not inherently like focused on constantly. So when when they go down into a dark place or something like underground and Sokka's like, oh my god, it's so dark down here, I can't see a thing, and Toph is like, oh no, what a nightmare. It's like, oh right. It hits every time. Like it's like, oh right, yeah, of course she's blind, she can't see. So I want to see. I no matter how many problems this first season has, I still want to see what they have going forward.
yeah.
Just because, like, I don't want them to pull an M. Night Shyamalan and give us, you know what I'm saying, like all this just to stop right here and then not give us like probably the more entertaining parts going forward. Because I would definitely say my order of the the seasons would go 3, 2, 1. So it would go fire, then earth, and then water.
Yeah.
Because
I hope that it's just a really rocky first season.
I hope so.
And that we're like, okay, what I just want is give me more of that second half.
Yes.
Give me more of that second half. Because like if you keep that tone and you keep that balance that you have in the second half, I think you're gonna have yourself a really good second season.
Mm-hmm.
But
Agreed.
it is ridiculous that I have to get through 4 episodes for me to say I finally watched a good episode that I enjoy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I didn't have to do a review, I wouldn't have dropped the show by episode 3. I would have been done with the show by episode 3. Y'all are lucky that I have to do this review with Keyon. But I'm being real honest, y'all. If it wasn't for the review, I would have dropped out by episode 3. The first episode, okay, I was like, oh, this is rough, but it's the first episode. Let's see
Right.
where it goes. And the second, I was like, oh, this isn't really improving much. And on the third, I'm like, oh, this is getting worse.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah,
You just remind me of something. They shoehorned the hell out of that damn intro from Green Green. They why would they do that? That was so corny. That was so corny to me, bro. When I heard her say long ago the four nations lived together, I was like, no, they're not doing this. And she said it word for word.
and then
Bro.
the new intro in the beginning, Keyon, it feels so wordy. It doesn't feel like
It
it's
does.
flowing. It's like I was like, what the fuck is this? What is this?
Dude, I was
And
so
then for you not
upset.
to even keep that shit throughout the whole season, all you're giving me for the intro is a damn logo reveal?
Yep. Yep.
And y'all think I didn't notice it with your little title for Spirited Away. Fuck y'all, man. Y'all
Yep.
referencing such a great movie when you're giving me shit. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, man.
I noticed that too. I was like, wait, Spirited Away, ain't that a Studio Ghibli movie?
I was like, what is this, bro?
Dude,
Like-
I was like, how dare y'all disrespect that damn movie, man?
Yeah, and they're like,
No
I'm glad
way.
that episode was episode 5 was the best one to me. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, I'm glad y'all did good, but like, what the fuck? Why'd you like the name is Spirit? I'm like, why?
Spirited Away. Whatever, dude. Nah. No, true. I definitely agree. I said the same shit. Oh god. I will say though, as far as like, cause you brought up the music. I like the extension of like the outro.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate. I watched that like whenever I got to the end, I would watch that every time because it sounds phenomenal. I love the way the outro sounds. And yeah, I would probably say that would probably have to be it. Season 1 wasn't terrible. It definitely got better toward the later half of the season. But it wasn't terrible. I will give them that. It wasn't awful.
No,
I
it's
didn't
not
hate it.
awful, but
It
I
could
don't
be
like
better.
it. It's not awful at first season. It's not like the worst thing I've ever seen, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like that I have to wait 4 episodes
Yeah.
to finish
I
to get
agree.
into good territory. And it's like you should have had me hooked from the second episode onward. And you don't. You didn't have me hooked. I have a couple questions, Keyon. What is your what was the strongest episode for you? I think to me it's episode 5, with episode 8 coming in at a close second.
Hold on, because I'll have to. Okay. So
Look at your notes.
Either way.
Keyon took notes, by the way, guys. I can't even get Brad to take notes. Keyon takes notes.
I would have to say 6.
6?
Yeah, I would have to say. Well, like I like 5. 5 would be a very close second, but I really do like 6 because that is probably the most accurate to the animated show. Like the way that they did that whole exchange with the blue spirit or the blue spirit.
Yeah.
And saying, Aang trying to kind of pull some humanity out of Zuko.
Yeah.
Like he's like, like, dude, you're still a kid, just like me. Like we could be for I like the way that
You
they
want to know
did
something, Keyon?
What?
That is the episode that DiMartino and the other, I can't remember the other guy. That's the one that they have the story by credit.
Of course it is. That's why I like it. Of course it is. The one episode that's okay. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense.
Makes a lot more sense, right?
Yeah, it makes a
that's the
lot more
one.
sense.
That's the one that they have the story by credit on.
God, man.
Yeah.
I yeah, but episode 5 is definitely a very close second. I definitely really enjoy episode 5.
Do you have a character that really I mean, yeah, a character that really stood out to you this season? You think
Suki.
they really did a really good job with
Suki.
Suki?
Suki, yeah.
Okay.
I really well
Suki is a homegirl on the who's Suki again? She's
the
not the one.
Kyoshi Warriors.
Yeah,
She
Kyoshi
was like
Warriors.
the
Okay.
leader. Yeah.
I thought about talking about Lil Miss on that weird ass like thing. What's it called? The one who captures Aang.
No. Oh no, June? No. I will definitely say though, actually, I may have to go June, bro. That is casting. That they not
June
only
popped up and I went,
they not only casted the perfect woman for that role, oh my god, she was perfect for June. She was so perfect for June, dude. Oh my god. And I was ever since I saw the screenshot that they had posted for her, I was like, bro, I know that she is gonna go off as June. And I was proven so correct. She is amazing. I love June. But I do love Suki though. Even though her face was sitting on top of Saki's chin like a shelf.
and I'll ask this because I don't know how they're gonna handle it. But how do you think? Because I like throughout this whole season, you don't ever get that feeling from Aang that he's starting to develop feelings for Katara. And
not at all.
I don't know how they're gonna handle that going in because like there's a very visible like difference in the age as it looks, bro. And I don't. What I fear the most is that they're gonna completely throw that out of the window. They're like, yeah, they're not gonna get together, which is gonna be really weird when they eventually get to book 3 and they go to Ember Island.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like they're just gonna get rid of that because like,
and that's if they even decide to do the Ember Island shit.
No, I don't think they are. I think hot take here, Keyon. I think bloodbending is gonna be out. They're not gonna do that.
Really? No.
I don't think they're gonna do metal bending. Like that's not gonna come up.
No, they have to. That's okay. That's the thing is like if you remove the idea of metal bending being created by Toph, that literally strips her of like how amazing that character is. If they don't do that, oh, this show is cooked. If the ending of that second season, she hasn't invented metal bending, this show is cooked. It's actually cooked. It's fried. Like genuine. And I'm being so dead serious, bro. Like and I think okay, so when does blood bending? Is that the third book?
Yes, the third, right?
I'm pretty sure because they were wearing Fire Nation gear. So yeah, I think it's I think it's third book. I don't know, man. I just
want to see Aang with hair, bro.
No, true.
Little fro looking hair, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. The thing is I would like for them to include the bloodbending shit because it kind of enhances on how, you know, how more experienced Katara has gotten with waterbending.
But I don't think they're gonna do the where Appa gets stolen. I don't think they're gonna do that. Like,
no, I don't think they will either. I thought about it.
You fucking bastards! Why did you have to almost kill Momo like that,
bro? When I tell you I almost freaked the fuck out, I almost freaked out, dude. When I saw Momo's lifeless cadaver laying there, I was like, yo, no way.
That
no
monkey
way,
has
no
some
way.
strength on him, boy. That boy has some strength
No.
on him, bro. He like pushed her out.
He pushed. Nah. I did get upset. I ain't gonna lie. I did get upset for a little bit. I was like, no way they just killed Momo. But another thing, I feel like, speaking of Momo, do you feel like Appa and Momo took a back seat?
Yeah, they did. They 100% did. Appa just feels like, hey, I'm here to like carry you guys out there.
Yeah.
And then Momo is just like, little cute little monkey right here, just on the like. Whereas like in the actual animated show, like they feel very central to Aang. They almost feel
Mhm.
like as an extension of Aang.
Exactly. Very true.
And here it's like, yeah, that's
They're
that.
definitely trying to keep that budget down.
Yeah. Oh, one of my favorite moments was when Aang goes to talk to his old master. I thought that was such a beautiful moment in episode 5. And honestly, I think that was really what cemented episode 5 as my favorite episode. And when he goes back and he's not there, I was like, oh, man, yeah. I mean, it's like, I know what this was all about. Like, I know that he wasn't going to be there, but I was just like, you could tell that Aang was like, well, I really wanted more time with him. Like, and
Right.
I thought that was so good, Keyon.
Yeah, I agree. That was definitely an emotional moment, even for me, because I was like, of course, and the actor who plays Gyatso did such an amazing job at like displaying, like, I want to see you later too, but I'm not gonna be here. Like when you get back, he did such a great job at portraying it, and that was such a that was amazing. That was an amazing.
The tease for the blue fire was really cool too from Azula.
Yeah, it was.
It was a really like really subtle moment, but I thought it was really impactful. I was like, okay, cool. And you know, Keyon, this just goes back to like this final thought I'm gonna have. This season has like moments where it's like, okay, if you could make it like this and you could concentrate on it like this, you'd have yourself a great first season.
Yeah.
And it just it doesn't do that.
It doesn't do that. I agree. Also the lightning, like the teasing for the lightning, like I thought that was kind of cool. It's kind of setting up what happens in the future, which of course, like I won't say much, but I'm definitely, like I said, the show has potential, and that's basically what it boils down to. It has, from what we've seen so far, the potential is there to be a great show. It's just, this first season was a little bit rocky, but I believe that they can pull this back around. And if they don't, well, so be it. At least we can say we have like a decent version, an okay version of live action Avatar.
Yeah. Also, did they do Leaves from the Vine, Keyon?
They did.
I did not remember that.
You don't remember it? Oh yeah, I can't forget it yet again because I cried.
Damn, bro. I think it has a lot to say about how this season goes if I can't even remember when they did Leaves from the Vine.
Yeah, they did. Because that was another thing was I was actually hoping they were gonna do. Yeah, but they did.
Damn, I gotta go back. It might have been when that guy was like.
I'm pretty sure that was before episode 5. Yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did do Leaves from the Vine.
Yeah. But Keyon, what's your final verdict here out of 10, man?
I have to give this a 6.5.
Keyon, you're doing a lot nicer than I am. I'm coming in with a nice 4.5 out of 5, guys. I didn't like the season. I think it's very unbalanced, and I think that I like half of the season, and that half of the season there's a lot of things that I still don't like in there, but I think that it could use a lot of improvement.
Yeah.
Man, your family going
No,
crazy. The dog going
yeah,
crazy in the
they
back.
are.
Yeah.
Listen, bro. It's about that time. It's about that
Yeah.
time. So, but yeah, I don't blame you. Like, neither do I. I don't blame a lot of people that don't really like the show so far because, like I said, there are some choices that are just so very very questionable. Like it was definitely rushed for sure, like no doubt. Or at least the first few episodes were rushed. Um, they definitely did better toward the later, like I said, the later half of the show. But yeah, I listen. I don't fault anyone for giving it a low score like thus far. I really don't.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I was gonna watch it anyway, whether or not it was trash.
Yeah.
Like, so even through those first 4 episodes, I was like, okay, like I'm gonna just keep watching. Even though I'm not really enjoying it, and I'm glad I did because it did get better, but it still can be better. Netflix.
Yeah. There's improvements to be made. I think that if you concentrate on what really works in season in the later half of the season, I think you have yourself a really strong second season. But it's gonna take a lot, and yeah, I'm very cautious when it comes to where we're going, and there's things that I think are very integral to this series that I think that really work. And if you throw out those things that are make them really integral, like Katara
As a
and
matter of
Aang's
fact, nah,
relationship,
5, bro. 5. Because you know what did it? It's because y'all shoehorned that intro into. Nah, that's really what did it. That pissed me off, bro. That you have no idea how mad that made me. No, I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna give it a 5.
it almost felt like pandering. It almost felt like pandering to the fans, right? It almost feels
exactly.
Like to you OG fans are like,
it felt like.
Please just stay with us, guys. I know this is going pretty bad right now, but look, I'm giving you your intro. I'm giving you your beloved intro. Like,
what's wrong with y'all? That was so dumb. Who told y'all to write that in like that? There was no reason. They could have just made that the intro. If y'all put it in the script anyway, just make it the
instead they give you that wordy ass shit in the beginning.
What was that? Yeah, 5. That's my final verdict, bro. Nah. That's it's
Oh,
no, I didn't. But yeah, that's it.
Thank you all so much for joining us for this Avatar The Last Airbender review. We really do appreciate you all being here. Of course, keep up to date with us on nerdcore.com, Twitter at the nerdcore _, Instagram at the nerdcore, Threads as well as the nerdcore, TikTok at the nerdcore, patreon.com/nerdcore at $1, and Discord link is in the description below. Subscribe to us here on YouTube. Leave a like on the video. Click the notification bell so you don't miss a single piece of content that drops on the channel. Drop a 5-star review on the audio podcast platform that you're listening to us on. Excuse me. And also what's it called? Follow us on there. Yeah. Tomorrow, I'll be back with Brad. We'll be doing Shogun episodes 1 and 2, which so far pretty damn good first episode. So I'm feeling a lot better than I felt about this. And yeah, I'm just yeah.
So
I do a lot of things for you guys. And one of those things was to go through this whole series, this whole season for this man right here to my right, but especially you all, because I want to review it for you all. Next season, if those first 3 episodes aren't good, I might tell Keyon, hey, you find somebody else and you can do this review yourself. Because I ain't doing this if I'm in for this shit again.
Watch. Clip me for this. And I'm going to say it right now. The first half of next season is going to be fantastic. And the second half is going to be shit. Absolute drag, bro. I already know. I can see it coming.
As much as I've had my fair share of opinions here, I hope that you all watch this show. I hope we get season 2, and I hope we get season 3. I hope we have a complete version of this, because the last thing I want is for us to get a second season and nobody watches it because of their feelings on this season, and we have an incomplete series.
Yep.
Netflix has enough of those. And if people are going to be paying almost $30 next year, I better get a fucking complete series out of this.
Yep.
Because then what the fuck am I paying? Yeah.
Oh, bro.
With that
Agreed.
said,
Agreed.
y'all
Please
make
go
sure
watch the show.
please watch the show. Make sure y'all smoking on that. What's it called? Omni-Man pack. And we'll get you. Okay. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Keyon, you want to try to send them out?
What the hell was that?
It's on the Omni-Man pack.
Okay. All right. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for that show to be back.
I can't either. I love Invincible. But yeah, thank you Raul for being the host as always. Thank you all our Patreon subscribers out there. We appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you for those watching in chat. We appreciate every single one. Make sure you go follow us on Twitter, on Instagram. Make sure you go follow what else? So on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you hit that follow button on Twitch if you're watching. And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. My final words are going to be spirited away.